Hello and welcome. Welcome,
Hello.
everyone. Wellness Wednesday conversations to raise vibrations. If you are joining us live on our Facebook page, we are so glad you're here. Just put a comment and let us know who you are. If you are joining us on our YouTube channel, we are so excited that you're here. So please, if you're loving this comment, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. And for all of you beautiful women, we are so grateful you are here. We really are. Elvira and I absolutely love these conversations. They are so in depth, juicy, right? Like
That's the
they
word I was thinking of, juicy, yeah.
They really are. There's always so
Yeah,
many little nuggets that come out of these conversations.
yeah.
So, please, don't forget to let us know what you take away from these and engage
Mm,
in the conversation. We
yeah,
absolutely love
yeah.
seeing engagement on the page. And if you haven't given StreamYard permission to share your comment, it will come up as Facebook user, so we won't know who you are unless you put that. So I see someone said hello, happy Wednesday. So whoever
Hello.
you are, happy Wednesday. Maybe just drop your name in there so we know who you are. And if you're watching this later, guys, hit hashtag replay. And again, let us know what you loved from this conversation. We love hearing from you.
Mm,
So today
beautiful.
we're going to talk about a couple different things, but I think we're titling this moving how to find balance within the chaos.
Mm,
That encompasses a lot of things. We were just chatting in the studio behind stage here, chatting a little bit about that. And I got that message this morning when I was sitting in a little meditation before I had a energy healing with a client. I got the message, find balance within the chaos. And I asked my guides, is that for me or is that for my client? And they said for all of humanity. So I thought,
oh,
oh, and that's so perfect.
chills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
perfect for this group because so many women, well, we're all going through a shift, be it a career,
Mm,
a lot of women on here are widowed. Some have lost like loved ones, children, and
can't imagine.
divorces.
Yeah.
So there's a lot happening in our life, and of course, we can't not say
Mhm.
there's a lot happening within the world, right? The Great Awakening.
Yeah.
But it's so important in these times, whether your work is so busy and you're stressed, or you've got so much on the go and you're feeling so much anxiety due to, career change, divorce, whatever it is, it's really important to find that balance within the chaos. And that balance
Mm,
is found when we go within.
mm.
To find balance by doing, I think you call it I forget what you call it, Elvira, but when you ignore yourself, you call it something, and you go out and you watch Netflix or you shop or
Oh,
you
yeah.
call it.
You become a crap magnet. Is
Yeah,
that
well, of
is that
course
what
you become a
yeah,
crap
okay.
because you're ignoring all the stuff that
Yeah,
that you need to do.
yeah.
But I just thought, oh yeah, like
You numb out on
numb out.
activities and
When you
everything.
numb
Yeah,
out.
because you don't wanna face your discomfort, so you numb out. Yeah,
Totally, right?
yeah,
And that's well, I did that for years. You did it
yeah,
for years,
God.
and
Yeah.
until we finally woke up, and I mean, my aha was like, "Oh my god, I my thoughts actually create my world? Holy shit, I had no idea." It literally was like somebody smacked me upside the head, and
Yeah,
I found
right.
the traction. I was like, "Holy
Yeah.
crap." And then, snowballed into 21 years of work doing this work. But
Mhm, mhm.
unless you do that work, you can't and go within. How do you
Yeah,
find the balance in this crazy, the
yeah,
crazy times that we're living in, both
yeah,
outside of the world and maybe within your own,
yeah,
that's happening right now? I don't know. What
yeah,
are your thoughts on
yeah.
that?
Oh my god, so many things are coming up. Like, yeah, I love this topic. There's so much to say here, Lisa, and yeah, I just wanna say that, finding that balance happens when we do our inner work of healing and evolving. This is what we do with the Love Your Vibe transformation in groups, which is I'm the founder of this movement of doing the inner work together, and because it's a little easier doing it together, but we need to do it individually, and if we can come together in groups, like transformation happens really beautifully
Yeah,
in community, right?
right.
So so if you get any ahas of transformation, put them below, right? We want to witness you if you're like, oh, like that was something I needed to hear, right? And it helps you to think one way, and or since if you were feeling one way, it helps you to see it another way. That's called transformation, right?
Yeah,
And when we adopt new ways of being, thinking, our world can transform, right?
yeah,
So that's the beauty of transformation. So
yeah.
you might get an aha right in this conversation today. So anyway, so in terms of the inner work, bringing peace, and I do believe that inner work can bring peace to ourselves, and then if we all do that work, we can bring peace to the world.
Oh,
We can create heaven on earth.
yeah. And that for me is, this movement that I've created here is over 40, and starting over this
So
movement
beautiful. How many
is,
people do you have now in your group?
I think there's over 14,000.
Oh my God, that's
I know.
amazing. That's
It is
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
amazing.
Proof
But
that you're on the right track, because this is what you want to do. You want to serve women, to help them elevate, do their inner work, heal, evolve, be all they're meant to be, love their life. Am I right, Lisa?
you've just said it so beautifully. That is honestly, your words are just amazing, because that is exactly what I was going to say. Is I
We're just channeling, sister. We just get it from somewhere
I
else, right?
know, and
We're
it's so
channeling the
true.
same source. Yeah.
Yes, and this is exactly why I created it. I
Mm,
felt alone when I was moving through my career changes
yes.
and menopause and what's happening, and, I would switching careers and people thought I was crazy, but because I want to raise vibrations, hence
Mm,
conversations to raise vibrations. That's all we will ever do.
yeah.
And to raise the consciousness on this planet and bring light to all of humanity,
Mm. Oh,
serve in a deeper,
chills.
meaningful way.
Yes.
And if we
Yes.
stay stuck, pardon me, but if we stay stuck in our shit, in that
Mm,
victim mode, it's got to go. And I
yeah.
appreciate where
Gotta
everyone
go.
is at the time. I really do. I was
Yeah.
there 21 years ago.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
But this page is for people who are ready to move forward. And if you're still stuck in
Amen.
victim mode and you're not ready to move forward, that's
That's
okay.
okay. That's
That's
okay.
okay. And maybe you want to sit quiet on the sidelines and watch,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. But it's not a place to come and vent. And
Mm. And
for
lower the vibrations. We don't want lower vibrations.
this week, I'm not going to lie to you, I
Yeah.
felt, reading a lot of stuff, I was like, I actually felt my vibrations lowering as I was
Mm.
reading some of this. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, this has got to go. And I was deleting posts after posts after posts. And because this wasn't the purpose of this
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
And so if it was making me feel like my
Icky.
vibrations were lowered, then maybe it's making others feel icky as
Yeah.
well, right? I
Yeah.
know there are women like us on this page that are ready, like Janet Shore just said, tired of being stuck in my shit. I'm about to vibrate right out of it.
Ah, I love
Why,
Janet.
sister?
She
I
is
love
my
it.
sister. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Thank
I
you for
do.
being here, Janet, live. Mwah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it.
she moved from Ontario to New Brunswick, and I miss her. I miss her, but I see her a lot online. So
I
anyway,
love it. I
yeah,
love it. That's
she's part of my
amazing.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I love that you set this intention for this group. You set
Yes.
the community culture that you want. And if
Yes.
people aren't respecting it, then I'm sorry. Their comments got to go,
Yes.
cuz every comment carries vibration. And if you're
Yes.
lowering the vibration, you're not helping
Yes.
humanity. So
Yes.
your thoughts matter, your vibration matters. So
Yes.
yes, process the stuff, get through the feelings, get through, the triggers, get through, the difficult life circumstances. The only constant on this planet is change, right? So you're going to go
Yes.
through change. So process and then get back into your zone, but
Yes.
don't stay stuck. We invite you not to stay stuck. You have
Yes.
tools to help people with that. I have tools to help people with that. So reach out and get the support you need. Other people in this group have tools as well. We're not the only two.
Yep.
So it's like, use the tools that you can, that will serve you, to
Yes.
not be stuck, so that the chaos, envelops you, right? So when you're not a balanced person,
Yep.
right? Chaos to balance. When you're not a balanced person, you're not living in alignment,
Yep.
and you can get taken out of the game because you're not you're not an
Yes.
aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed. This is what I
Yes.
believe could create
100.
heaven on earth if we
I
were all like that, right? So yeah, so we got to do that work. And so I love your intention, Lisa. I love that you have the courage to take off these comments, not just let them go, because you're a powerful leader, sister. And you have set this beautiful intention for this group, and people need to honor it. So anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Aw, that's so amazing. But I do believe that it takes a village.
Yes.
And I really do. And so people like you and, Janet Shore, and we've got our Joanne that watches all the time, and all these beautiful women
Yeah.
here on this page that are ready to let's go to,
Yeah.
let's raise these vibrations. Let's
Yeah.
go as divine feminine beings. It
Yes.
takes all of us to raise the vibrations up, right?
Yeah.
Because light always prevails over darkness. So that's
Yes. Oh,
all we need to keep doing is shining our light
yes.
with
Oh,
within our
I got
world.
more chills. Yeah. It's
Mm,
like the Star Trek movies. It's like, Wizard of Oz. It's like all the epic
yes,
movies, the hero's journey, like light
yes,
always prevails, right? At the
yes,
end. So I
yes,
believe that too. Yeah.
yes. And finding that balance
Yeah.
is so, so important.
Yeah.
And, I just had a client and she was talking about how she's now working 5, 6 days a week. She took over, she's a naturopath, took over somebody else in the office. And she said, I'm just feel like I'm going crazy. And I said, well, this message that I just got for you resonates,
Uh-huh.
right? It's
Yeah.
finding that balance. So if it's taking 5 minutes to run to the washroom and, sit
Yeah.
down and just breathe, the breath is the
Yeah.
bridge back to the higher self. Whatever you need to
Oh.
do to swing back into balance, right? Spirit
Mm.
resides in neutral, in balance. And like you said, if you're in balance, you're living aligned, you're living your authentic
Mm.
self, you're
Mm.
living in your truth, and you're more able to hear the
Yeah.
messages from your guides and your spirits.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Oh, such chills. And you're able to heal, because we're all healing our traumas. None of us got out of, childhood without traumas, like
Of
little or
course,
big, right? And we're all here to heal that so that we can become everything we're meant to be, so that we can
100%.
shine bright like the stars that we're meant to be. Because none of us was brought here by accident, Lisa. Like we are all here for a purpose. And unless
Yeah.
we do our inner work of healing the traumas, of growing into who we truly are, being aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed, we're not going to make the difference that we're born to make in
Right.
this lifetime. And
Right.
what a tragedy it would be to die with your real music still in you, right? Like Wayne Dyer says, don't die with
Yeah.
your music still in you. I say,
Yeah.
don't die with your real music still in you, because I want people to go deeper. Because a lot of people think, yeah, I'm a chiropractor, I'm a vet, I'm a doctor, I'm a whatever, and that's what I'm meant to be. But I invite people to go deeper and get
Yeah.
fully self-expressed. This is the work that I do at a very high level. I have a high level men's coaching program called the Renaissance Man Unleashed. Why be one thing when you can be all things? Because when we're fully self-expressed, oh my God, life takes on a whole new meaning. It goes from black and white to technicolor. And
Yeah.
and this is where I just this man just hired me a couple of days ago, and he is like very high up. Um uh, I'm not going to talk about him, but he yeah, because out of privacy, but he's in the States and big in the sports world, and he knows that he's here to leave a bigger legacy, and he's not
Right.
doing it. So he hired me because he knew he was in his own effing way. Fear and ego,
Right.
effing, right?
Yeah.
And so
100%.
we're here to truly become everything we're meant to be, so that we can leave the planet a better place. And
Yes.
that's we have a duty.
Yes.
It behooves us to do the inner work so that we can leave this legacy behind. I call it
Yes.
your unique legacy. How is the world going to be better because Lisa was in it? Well, this group might be your legacy, having helped all these women to evolve, raise their vibrations, raise the vibrations of humanity. That could be your unique legacy, or more, Lisa. Like I see there's more in you, right?
Well, there's more.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I just get so jazzed up with this. This is so
I
brilliant.
know, so do I. I love talking about it, and there was something I was gonna say, and of course, it's just left my mind, but, we were talking in the studio briefly about if there's a message on this page that is triggering for you, and I think I can talk about, my
Yeah.
live I did, and there was a triggering, comment, and I was first of all, I was kinda triggered a little bit, And then I thought, okay, I'm going to just send love and light.
Yeah.
And I did. And then I thought, not everybody's ready to do
Yeah.
their inner.
Mm.
Not
Mhm.
everybody is ready.
Yeah.
So I read something the other day that was also channeled from Archangel Michael, somebody else who was channeling. And briefly, it was just basically, you know, there are there is darkness on the planet, and there are those beings that are sitting low vibrationally and that are sitting in the dark and don't quite know how to get to the light.
Yeah.
That is why we're here,
Yeah.
to spread the light, to share
Yeah.
the light, to help, like, as you say, shine that flashlight and say, "Come on, this
Yeah.
way. This is how we do it."
Yeah.
But even just one being in the light,
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact statistics, but it gives off thousands and thousands more
Oh,
light than one dark being, right?
yeah.
So it
Yeah.
just if that makes any sense. I know what I'm saying in my head, but
I
probably
think I get it. Yeah.
like you have one person sitting in the light versus 10 dark beings, let's say.
Yeah.
It just provides way more light on the planet.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to
Absolutely.
do. But in order to do that, we have to, and we talked about this, you know, accept those triggers, move forward with those triggers, our pain, our trauma, heal that pain and
Yeah.
trauma so that we can then turn around and serve the world on a
Yeah.
greater on a
Yeah.
greater
Amen.
yeah.
Amen.
And I
Oh,
like what
love
you
that.
said before, if something rings true, what's in it for you?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. We talked about that backstage. Yeah. If something is ringing true of what we've said, what's in it for you? So we invite you to write your comments below. What's in it for you? What's ringing true for you? And how will you transform? How will you do something differently so
Yeah,
that you can benefit from that teaching? That's, we share our messages, our stories, that hopefully have some wisdom for you, because we're not just here to, talk and talk and talk and make ourselves happy. We're here as light and shadow workers. I really believe that, Lisa. You and I are both light and shadow workers. There's a lot of light and shadow workers in this group. And, we're here to share and, let's support one another, because not everybody's at the same level, right? And it's
yeah,
not to say that we're better than anybody else. Like, we're all human beings and we're all equal, but some of us are just further along the path than others, right? And there's
yes,
no shame in saying, hey, you know what? I want what you got. How did you get there? Right? There's no shame in asking for support in
yeah,
this, right? So
100%. 100%. And as
yeah,
Elvira, you mentioned in the guide section, like, I have my own work where I work with the unconscious mind, healing traumas, healing limiting beliefs. I'm an intuitive energy healer. You have your incredible program as well. But, in the guide section, I do an interview with women every single Tuesday. There are some
yeah,
incredible women that have completely transformed their life, completely transformed their careers, and are here to
yeah,
serve in a much
yes,
bigger way. So I invite
yes.
you, if you're listening to this, to check out the guide section. Of course, if you're on YouTube, and you're a woman over 40, then come join our group. Come join our group, if this speaks to you, because we'd love to have you as well. So yeah,
Beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm being called to share a tool. Would it be okay if I shared a tool?
I want you to. Yes.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So this is a tool. When you talked about the topic today, Lisa, when we were backstage, I said, okay, I feel like Spirit's telling me to share this tool. This is a powerful tool that I got from one of my coaches when I was starting out and I left corporate to become a coach. And I remember this was the tool that I got. So imagine imagine a tornado, right? A tornado that spins around and around and around, right? The chaos, right? The metaphor is the chaos of the world is the tornado. What is right at the center of the tornado?
Oh, I think you've done this before on
Have
this.
I did it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's coming up again, but yeah.
No, it's good. No, that means it's
Yeah.
needed. Yeah.
It's
What's
needed.
that
Yeah.
center? We're at the center of this.
Well, yes, but if you imagine just the tornado on its own, like in nature, right? What
I
is actually at the center of a tornado? Like, if you saw a tornado on a radar, like if you've ever watched the weather on the news, where they show a tornado,
yeah,
what is right in the center of the tornado? Do
the
you know?
I don't know, I'm thinking, but I
Okay,
haven't
well,
seen
I'm glad I'm repeating it. Okay. So the center of the tornado is total peace and
oh, yes,
silence.
yes.
So when my clients are going through very challenging circumstances, let's say the holidays are coming up, okay? You're going to have a lot of chaos around you, maybe people that you don't get along that well with, and they're just spinning around you. I invite everybody watching this to be the peace in the center of that tornado and
Mm,
just go to that calm. Say, I am the peace. I am the peace. So I'm just being guided to share
I
that today.
love
How
that.
does that feel,
I
Lisa?
just got chills.
Ah,
And the
beautiful.
other thing, another mantra I say is I can choose peace instead of this,
Mm.
because
Yeah.
we always have the choice. I
Yeah.
am the peace, I choose peace
Yeah.
over, whatever resonates, but I
Yeah.
always we have that choice.
Yeah.
It's just whether we choose it now or
Yeah.
later.
Let's be the calm in the middle of the storm. No matter what's going on, we can choose peace. And I love that. So if you're going to do that this holiday season, right below I choose peace, okay? So
Yes,
if you resonate with that,
I
write that
love it.
below.
Janet just said love that too, so,
Oh,
yes, I love it. And you know what? Another thing that got me through some pretty horrific chaos and storms in my
mm,
life is just, if anybody's watched the podcast I did, but was I am the light that illuminates the darkness.
mm.
And I some days that was on repeat over and over and over again. I am the
Oh,
light that illuminates the darkness. Sometimes
yeah.
that's all I could say, but that was enough.
Mm,
So, when I invite you, all of you viewers, that if you're going through chaos, or, chaos enters our life because, hey, we're human. This earth is a school.
yeah.
We are going
Yeah.
to go through chaos again. If you're going through chaos, find whatever works for you. I choose peace. I am peace. I am the light
Yeah.
that illuminates the darkness. And like Elvira said, go within and just breathe that mantra in over and
Mm,
over again. And you
yeah.
will find your vibration shifts and you
Yeah.
shift,
Yeah.
right? To,
Yeah.
to more balance. Now we're
It's
more balanced.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
metaphors are really important. So if you can remember, yeah, if there's a storm going on, I can choose to be that peace because
I
it's a
love that.
decision,
Yeah.
it's an intention,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
a mantra. You can
Yeah.
repeat it over and over to yourself, right?
Mhm.
So the word mantra itself, I think, is the combination of the word mind and removing yourself from the chatter of the mind. I think that's what it is. I
Yes,
had
it's
this
about the matter of the mind and
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So it's about removing it by filling it with something that gives it peace so that you're removing the chatter of the mind. So that's what mantra is about. I just learned that yesterday. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I just invite everybody to have peace this holiday season by being that calm in the center of the storm. Just imagine it and say, yeah, I don't need to be out here. I can be right in the center.
Yes.
So yeah, yeah. It
Yes.
just feels so
It just
juicy. I'm getting
yeah,
chills.
it's
Yeah.
just like, energetically, I feel like a warm blanket has just been put,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I
It's
don't
so
know.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a feeling that I just got when you did that, when you said that, so it's beautiful. And once you have these tools, like you and
Mhm.
I spoke about, and you've got all these things, when you do that inner work and you've got all these great tools, it becomes easier to get back
Yes.
into balance. It
Yes.
becomes easier to get out of that storm and back into the eye of the storm, right?
Yeah.
It becomes
Yeah.
so much easier to be
Yeah.
centered and grounded.
Totally.
But it
Totally.
doesn't mean, like I said, I wanna point this out, that just because, you've done some work and you've had a breakthrough, or, whatever it is, doesn't mean that onion isn't ready
Yeah.
to layer, because it happens to us.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
it just means that we can come back quicker,
Yes.
right? And we talked about that. It
The
means we can,
quicker is so important. Yeah. I
yeah,
used to be stuck in the shit show for like days, weeks, months,
yeah,
and twice 2 years. Like that's how what my life used to look like
yes.
before I did this work. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then once you just sit with it, and yesterday I was feeling a little bit off in the morning for whatever reason. I don't know. I had some anxiety. I'm not sure why. I didn't go into the analyzing of it. My gut instinct, my higher self was telling me to get outside. So I took the dog for a big
Mm,
walk in the park,
nice.
and I was in the
Nature.
middle of this park, and I was hugging trees by myself.
Oh, I love hugging
I
trees.
did, and
It's
I was
so
like,
high vibration.
there's houses all over me. I'm like, I don't even care who's looking right now. That was I needed to do that to choose
Yeah,
peace in that moment.
I
And
love it, Lisa.
it was like such a breath. That was my tool in that moment. And I came
You
back home and I felt completely back into balance again.
Oh, I
It was
love it.
whatever I don't know what it was. It didn't matter what it was, but
Yeah.
I knew that I could feel it in that moment. And if I didn't go and if I didn't do something, it just keeps going throughout your
Yeah.
whole day. And I didn't want it to continue because it was early in the morning. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought,
that's awesome. So you felt better after hugging the tree. Oh, yeah. Tree therapy is a thing, believe it or not. Like
oh, I
even
know.
forest bathing is a thing.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
there's
forest.
another tool right there.
Yes.
Forest bathing, right? Yeah.
If you've ever, for anyone on here, like we're in Canada,
Yeah.
but for anybody on here, the most beautiful forests, like, and you will always be able to tell a BC forest up
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Vancouver, like a BC forest.
Oh, old
And
forest. It's so beautiful.
the
Yeah.
forest is there. I don't know what it is. We can go here and we can go northern Ontario and it's
It's
beautiful,
not
of
the same
course,
thing.
but it really isn't. There's
Yeah.
something about their forest, like the ferns are growing everywhere and these
Mm.
huge,
Oh,
you know,
it's rainforest, that's why,
it's
because they've got the old cedar the old, what are they called?
yes,
Old growth forest, yeah, like, if you go to Tofino, oh my god, if you have the
I know,
joy and
it's
pleasure of
stunning.
going there, it's stunning, yeah.
And all these people that watch that show Made, I kept seeing, "Hey, have you watched
Oh,
Made? Made?" Well, it's
Maine, I'm
filmed in
watching yeah.
Victoria, BC, right?
Yes,
And as soon as I saw the fairies and the
yes,
forest, I was
yes.
like, "I think that's BC." So, of course, I Google it, and yes, it is
It's
BC.
BC, but it's supposed to be Seattle in the show, and we're actually in the middle of that series ourselves. Yeah, it's so sad,
Okay,
but so well acted and
I know.
so important to talk
Yes,
about, psychological abuse and women that,
yes,
not needing to stay stuck in
yes.
psychological abuse. Yeah, no, but the forest is amazing, absolutely, and,
Janet
um
says New Brunswick has tons of trees and nature. I bet it does.
Oh,
I bet it
I
does.
am so envious of Janet.
I
She
know.
gets to go hiking in these beautiful places. She posts pictures and I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
I wish I could be there to see her and to be part of these beautiful nature scenes." But
that's
yeah,
amazing.
it's
All right,
amazing.
awesome. Well, honestly, ladies, if you are, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to get out of my shit, please,
Yeah,
Elvira and I both do work with women, helping you get out of, become unstuck and move into that fulfilling, authentic, you
yeah,
know, really living your truth,
yeah.
so you don't die with your
You
music.
deserve it. You
Yeah,
deserve it.
you
Yeah,
do deserve it. And
yeah,
again, like Elvira said, you don't have to do it alone. It's not
yeah,
willpower sitting in your, when I was going through my shit 21 years ago, I was sitting in a basement apartment with my daughter as a single mom, and it was okay. We talk about that. It was great. We
yeah,
had great times. And but I was trying to go it alone. And you
yeah.
don't have to go it alone. Like
No.
now it's like, you don't have to do it alone. There's a much quicker way. So please, reach
Yeah,
out to us if you're looking at that, or like I said, look in the guides section. There's so many women here wanting to serve and wanting to help.
yeah, yeah,
And you know what? I'm not going to feel bad about the coaches that want to serve and want to help, because we've gone through shit and this
yeah,
is a journey, and we just truly want to help you get out of that
yeah,
and get
yeah.
back into the light, and get moved from chaos into balance. So,
Oh, I love that.
with
I
that
love that.
being said,
Yay.
I love this. I love you all. Thank you for all of you that took the time to jump on live. We so appreciate you. Again, if you're watching it later, hit hashtag replay and let us know if you're looking to choose peace as well, and let us know a takeaway. And if you're watching this on our new YouTube channel, we are so excited you're here. And if you feel so called, please like, subscribe, and share this channel to get the
Please.
word out there and just help us and help all of humanity to raise consciousness on this planet. So thank you, Elvira, for joining me again.
Thank you. I love this is my favorite day of the week, getting
I
to
know,
talk to you.
me too. I love
Awesome.
you and love you
Okay.
all. Until
Love
next
you
week,
guys. Mwah.
we'll see you later.
Bye.
3, 2, 1.